channel. This is Daphne, and today we're going to be learning how to make these beautiful Nautilus keychain or bag charm. These, I would say, are, I'm not going to lie to you, these are intermediate patterns or tutorial because it has all the basic stitches that are included in it. We're working slip stitches, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, and even the double treble crochet. So it really englobes the whole types of basic stitches really in crochet. So that's why I've included an advanced beginner or intermediate. But anyhow, it is doable. Of course it is. It's not that hard. I just don't think a beginner should attempt this, or you have to be really motivated to do so. So first off, what we're going to need for this pattern is some tape yarn. I'm using, as usual, my favorite, the Swedish from Bernat. This is a really great yarn because it holds its shape. And I've done many projects with this, and I really enjoy working with it. It doesn't split because it's in one strand. It holds great, the shape, and it's super lightweight. So we're going to be using that. Also, you can use a contrasting color, which we're going to talk about later on. I'm using for this one mercerized cotton or regular cotton. It doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you have in your yarn leftover, and this is just to accentuate really the spiral movement of the seashell. We're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, and some keychain rings. So I brought a few with me here just to show you the difference. The one I'm using here, it has the clasp, which is great because you don't have to, stress out about inserting this before closing your loop because it is detachable completely. So these are super cute pearl details. I believe I got them off of Amazon. So the clasp one. I also have another version that's similar. It has the ring for your keys, and it has the little lobster clasp, I believe that's what it's called. You can even use one like this that's not detachable. You have to insert your loop before closing it in the pattern, but we will review that once we reach that part. And I also have these, super cute. I think I got them from the dollar store, super inexpensive, and it's just to put your keys. And also from Amazon, just the ring that's with the clasp alone, easy to use. So you can really adapt this to whatever you have on hand or whatever is more convenient to you. So let's just make the Nautilus. And if you enjoyed this pattern or this tutorial or my channel in general, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and tell me what you want to see next. I really do enjoy being a content creator for crochet. So if you like this type of content, please let me know. I really do read all the comments and respond to most of them. So thank you. Few notes here before we start. Let me explain how we're going to work this pattern. So first off, this Nautilus seashell is worked into a spiral, so we're not closing rounds in between rounds. We're going to work into one big motion, but I will break it down into rounds, if that makes sense. Making a magic ring is better than the alternative because we can make it really tight in the middle compared to the chain 4 that transform into a ring. It gives a little bit of a gap, so I like to use a magic ring better for this tutorial. Also to note, most of the pattern is worked back loop only, and also to keep a nice tight tension throughout so it doesn't have a lot of gaps in between the spiral. So that's about it. Let's get started. I'm gonna start with a magic ring. So I don't know how y'all are doing it, but this is how I do it. I wrap the yarn starting from the back of my finger to the front. Then I cross it, can replace it like that, grab my hook, put it under this yarn, grab the second one on the X, pull. Now I have a loop. I'm going to reach out and grab my other piece of yarn and pull it through. I'm going to put maybe in the description down below someone that explains it better than me for the magic ring, but again, this is just how I do it. So when the magic ring is done, we're gonna work 8 single crochet into the ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. So once that is done, we're gonna tighten our ring. Oops. And we're pretty much done for part 1 or round 1, however you want to call it. So for round 2, we're continuing in the spiral movement here. So we're going to work 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, back loop only. So if you see the little V here of the stitch, we're going to work through the back loop here. And what I like to do here is take my tail and put it over my hook, so I'm going to weave it in at the same time. So 1, 2, and then the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and the second one. Whoops. All right. Next, we're going to work 2 half double crochet into the back loop of the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook in the back loop, pull up your yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So we have our half double crochet. And next, we're going to work 2 double crochet into the back loop of the very next 5 stitches. Seven, 8, and the 2 last ones, 9 and 10. Oops. All right, so this is what it's looking like so far. You can already see it's starting to work up as a spiral. So this is what it looks like so far. I just finished my 14 treble crochet. So next, we're gonna work 3 treble crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome, we're almost done with the spiral, by the way. Hope it wasn't too hard. Okay, next we're gonna work double treble crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 2 double treble crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. All right, so another one, 1, 2, 3. So that's my first one. All right, so I've done my 2 stitches with 2 double treble crochet. I feel like this is such a tongue twister. So far we're supposed to have 27 stitches. Next, we're gonna do the hanging loop, which could be done in 2 different ways. You can continue with the same yarn as your Nautilus or Seashell and do the hanging loop with that color, or you can wait and do it with the contrasting color, depending on the look you want to do. I'm just going to simply continue on with this yarn because it's easier for me right now. So we're going to, from the last stitch you worked, we're going to chain 30. So I've worked my 30 chains, and here is the little difference between the keychains you're going to use. So I'm going to use one of these cute lobster clasp keychains that I got. but this one is detachable, so I don't need to insert it right now. I can just set it aside for now. If you're using a ring like this and you don't want to have the hassle to take pliers and open it for later, you can simply remove your hook from your chain, insert your chain in, and then continue as usual. You're just going to need to pull your yarn to work with it. So if your keychain holder or ring does not open, it's the time to put it in. So we're simply going to go back to the first of the chain, insert our hook in there, and work a slip stitch. Then you can chain one and fasten off. Leave yourself a little tail because you do need to weave in the ends. So we're almost done with this bag charm or keychain. Now you have the option to add in the contrasting color like this one or this one. You see the little beige, and here it's light gray, but you don't need to. If you like this look, then you can just, if you haven't done so already, you can just add your little keychain and it's ready to go. If not, we're gonna work on the contrasting color here. So like I said, you can do any contrasting color, any yarn, any scrap yarn, really, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so to start off this contrast color, we're gonna work a slip knot. I think I'm gonna use the same hook size, even though this is a little bit smaller. So you can put your slip knot onto your hook, and then we're gonna start at the very beginning of the spiral. So this stitch right here, I believe, is the first one. And for the outline, we're gonna make slip stitches front loop only. So it's basically the stitch that's already on top. So it's pretty visible. So insert your hook through that stitch and work a slip stitch. So next, you're gonna insert your hook into the very next front of the next stitch, bring your yarn and work a slip stitch. And you're simply gonna repeat that for the whole seashell. So I'm almost done with the slip stitches. And the last one. Then you can chain one and fasten off, and you just need to weave in the ends. Et voila guys, we're done with our bag charm or keychain of a Nautilus or seashell or however you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you want to make one and use it. I personally love this color combination. I wasn't too sure, but I do really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed and follow along for next week's tutorial. I do post every Friday, so stick around and I hope you guys enjoy.